Biggie.
One, two, this on.
This goes out to you.
Real American.
Spartans, what is your profession?
What's up, comic fans, and welcome to Monday Night Raw Books. Just move my thing over here so it doesn't look like I'm looking to the side. There you go. What's up, everybody? How's everyone doing tonight? Welcome to the show. Let's see. I know I was conversating with you guys, but let's see who's in the chat. More than power, more than gold. You gave me your heart. Now I'm here for your soul. When I first read that, I was like, faster than a speeding bullet. But nope. More powerful than a locomotive. But no, it's just more than power. Joe, he's looking to take people's souls. Rich is in the house. What's up, Richard? Hit. I think he means hit the thumbs up. Mike's here. The otaku. Yes, hit like. Hit that like. But not the thought. Button. Hit that like button. If we keep going, I'm sure there's more to the sentence. No, I'm here. Apparently, I'm in the chat. Hit that sub button too. Thank you. I'm pretty close. I think I'm 16 away from 900. So we'll see. See how that goes. Road to 1K. Oh, thanks, Rich. I'm like road to 900. You're like road to 1,000. Let's go. That's right. Think big. Think big. Think positive. I'm doing good. It's always a good night when I'm here with my fellow comic book fam. Why, thank you. Yeah, I did the dagger thing. I shaved. Actually, the other day I shaved because the other day I was playing. I've done this is the second time I did it. I went to last year when I did it, it was at a Christmas party for sick children. This time it was a street fair for sick children at the Stony Brook University Hospital. So I dressed up as Batman, or Timu Batman, if you will, and hung out with the kids for a couple hours. So it was fun. I'm always worried about ruining the Batman mythos, but kids are so forgiving. So it was cool. I had a good time. So I shaved because Batman doesn't have a beard. And I shaved like 2 days ago. It's been roughly 2 days. I wouldn't even say like a full 2 days. And this was down to the skin. And I've already got hair showing up. Nice. I thought it said volunteer, but I was also like, you can color the walls, coloring books. They actually had a t-shirt design contest. So the mascot is a sea wolf, which is a mythical creature, Native American creature, basically a wolf that comes out of the sea or out of the water, and it's very stylized, if you will, this wolf. And they had a t-shirt designing contest for the kids, so that was pretty cool. I should have did one with batarangs. Anyway, let's do this. I gotta hashtag. All right, we're gonna do the first giveaway, the first duck for the day. I don't know. I'm having a hard time talking. All right, we're gonna give away the first duck of the evening. Right now, I have Joe, Kirby, and Christina with ducks. So go ahead and put in hashtag #BatDuck, and we'll give away a duck for the day. And I'm back. I disappeared because I have to go grab some books. Because as you know, I've been showing books as I go through. Well, if you haven't been here in a while, usually I open packages that haven't been opened. And instead I've been doing videos about it. These are actually a bunch of books I got from San Diego Comic-Con, by the way. Videos coming out soon. Just opened up some more today. And then, yeah, if you watched Wednesday, New Comic Book Day, wow, you probably saw these guys from San Diego Comic-Con. This is the Batman Ash Can. And then this is the DC KO Ash Can. So I'll be showing off the rest of the books I got from New York Comic-Con. Not New York Comic-Con, sorry, San Diego Comic. I got New York Comic-Con on my brain because that's the next con we're heading to. But we'll see. Kenneth Bird in the house. What's up, Birdman? Almost died doing that. The cacaw. All right, we'll give it another minute or two before we spin it. Full disclosure, I actually did not go to San Diego Comic-Con. I had tentative plans to go and standby ticket and that so forth. And then life happened. So I got books from people I knew who were going, and I just ordered some on Whatnot. So I managed to get some of the books I wanted. I didn't get all of them. Yeah, and San Diego Comic-Con's supposed to be like the big. I mean, it's Hollywood. I mean, it's not Hollywood. It's San Diego. It's South California. It's a couple hours away. But still, like, that's something that should have been done there. I mean, so, but it wasn't. So that's disappointing. Here's an early Rom V book, The Savage Shores. Yeah, this is the local comic shop day variant with the foil, the gold foil leafing, if you will. So I don't remember how much I paid for this. I tell you what, it's probably not worth what I paid for it. Or it might be the same price. Who knows? It is like, trade thick. So it's a trade. So not a bad pickup. What do we got here? I feel like I might have shown these already. Oh, let me put these in some sort of order. And then I'll look for some new books. Because I think I might have shown these. I'm not sure. But anyway, we had the Joker. This is Bane's daughter here. I forget her name. Somebody can remind me. That was on issue 2. People went a little crazy for that issue. There's the A cover. And the cover C. Little Joker seeing his reflection and all the blood on the floor. So that's crazy. And then here's I believe this is the second printing. So I guess I went all in on issue 2. And then here's a number 5, the Joker's face. By the way, guys, I'm using a different setup today for the camera. If it looks better to you, let me know. Let me know. For those of you who are here often, if you like this camera a little better, let me know. Yeah, I hear that, Joe. When the only thing you can do is, breathe and laugh about it, and then or not laugh about it, but breathe, get your ducks in order, and then no pun intended, and then plan for the next one. Hope the next time it all works out. All right, I'm pretty sure I showed these books already, so we're gonna put these down. Yes. Did you ever? So like lemons are supposedly man-made, right? From what I understand. So it's not man-made, it's a genetically engineered, right? It's orange, bitter orange, and something like lemon. Citron, and you know what? We have the internet here. All right, but they weren't naturally occurring, right? It was a genetic breeding between a bitter orange and a citron. So when you think about it, life didn't actually make lemons. It's a it's a little gif on Instagram I've seen. It's like it's a genetic crossbreeds in man. Lemons, man-made lemons. But actually, it was probably insects that did the lemon making. And as I blub on, blah 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 blah, let's do this. Let's go ahead and spin this. All right, so who's gonna get the first duck of the night? Oh, Canadian survivalists sneaking in, sneaky. What's up? Is Canada in the house? All right. Nice win. Sneakers. Sneaky. Congratulations for the duck for August. We'll usually spin that the first Monday in September. All right, I found all the books. That's right, we ended in the S's. We ended on Spawn. So let's see. Let's catch up on the chat a little bit. I think I missed some stuff. Did you shave the head or just hiding the goods? No, there's no shaved head. Still sort of a full head of hair. So, yeah, I like to keep it on the reps. I had a man bun going earlier, but we're putting that away. Just shave the face. I was saying, I don't know if you heard the whole thing, Kirby, but I played Batman this weekend for some sick children. And so, Batman doesn't have a beard, so I had to shave. So that was that. All right, let's get into some books. And over here, I play fantasy football. I'm actually in the YouTube comic community fantasy football league with Brian LCS. He's the commissioner. Anyway, I'm over here watching the ESPN fantasy football marathon. So there was a part of me that almost thought about canceling the show, but I would never cancel because I have too much fun here. So I'm actually recording it. So after we're done here, I'm gonna go back. All right, let's get back into that Spawn. We have Spawn 310, another Gunslinger Spawn cover right here. So that's, personally, I think it's pretty dope. And we also have, there was a lot of 310 covers, honestly. There was a Ninja Spawn, Todd McFarlane. So I remember this kind of being like a hidden cover-ish. And then, as if I don't know why I got so many of these covers. Those two weren't enough. Then we had this cover. This might have actually been cover A. Oh. And I think there was a black and white of the Ninja Spawn too. So that was crazy. Couching and slouching. C-Bizzle in the house. What is up? What is up? What is up? C-Bizzle. Part of the Council of Comics. Also does his own solo stuff. Go check out C-Bizzle. And I'm sorry for Kirby. Check out Kirby too, guys. I don't want to just give one person a shout out, but awesome job. Worth losing the hair to make kids happy. True. This was like 2 days ago too, so the stubble's already coming back. Batman's hair comes back very fast. There we go. Go get those dishes done. No dirty dish left undone. All right. Here's issue 311. Carlos Barbieri cover on this. I'll tell you what, Carlos Barbieri and Booth both do some great covers for Spawn. So they do a real good job. 311 was a sad one because this happened right around the time that we had the passing of our Black Panther, if you will. So, and you see this little panther on the belt buckle, Chadwick Boseman. So, yeah, gone way too early. So, but I do love the homage. That was really nice of them to do it. I even got the black and white, the inks. And last week, guys, we showed a bunch of Spawn books too. So if you're into Spawn, you can always check out last week's show and see the rest of the Spawn books that I showed. Most of them are in the 200s to the 300s. My lower number Spawns, I should have brought those out. They're just not in this box. So we'll put them all in the same box at some point. I really do wish too, you know how they have all the art boxes, right? Like they have a ton of them from Marvel. There's like one Something Is Killing the Children box. Apparently they're going to do a couple of DC ones. They used to do them, but I guess they stopped doing them. And they used to have some indie ones too. Like I heard there's a Spawn box out there somewhere. I really want them to bring it back. Like, can we have some character boxes for some of the other popular characters, right? Like DC has a Superman box, a Batman box, and I think a Wonder Woman box. I haven't really seen any other ones. Marvel comes out with them all the time. They even have a Nick Spencer Spider-Man run box. I don't get that. One of the worst runs of Spider-Man ever. Sorry, hot take. And you made an art box of it. Anyway, I have all that run, so I bought the art box so I could put that run in there. But now I know what's in that box. I don't have to open it evermore. It's Nick Spencer, Spider-Man. Comic Cap Collectibles is in the house. What is up, Rich? What is up? What is up? Comic Cap Collectibles, Comic Cap Collectibles, Comic Cap Collectibles, Comic Cap Collectibles, Comic Cap Collectibles. I always say, try saying that 5 times fast. I think I did it. Yeah. Let's go. All right, we're off to Spawn 312. Carlo Barbieri doing the interior on this. I really find it hard to find bad Spawn covers. I mean, they probably do exist out there. They're just few and far between. I think they really pay attention to detail, at least Todd does, on what goes on the cover. And he does a pretty good job, too, of finding artists, even if they're not like A-listers. A lot of these artists really aren't A-listers, but some of them come out of it an A-lister, right? Or at least with more work, because I think he really finds artists who can portray the fact that Spawn is kind of an action comic book, but also like a horror book, right? So, and it really, I think it just depends on his mood, if you will. All right, this is issue number 312. Like, does he want more horror? Does he want more action? You know, to what more that 90s look. And this is, I don't know if it's gonna zoom in on that. There it is. Oh no, almost did it. Do that. There it is. Local comic book shop day. Spawn. This is the retailer book. So this lists a lot of the retailers who participated in local comic shop day, and they put all the retailers on here. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up at all, but I mean, you can see like up here, Collector's Corner and stuff. But yeah, Asheville Comics. Yeah. All right, it picked up some stuff. Pretty cool. Anyway, that was Spawn 312. This is also Spawn 312. Get rid of this price tag. It says $6 on it. Just so you know, I'm not trying to hide the price. I think I got 20% off of that. So oh, is it like 4 and change? This one has creators on it. You can see like Craig Capullo's got a big name on there, right? Todd McFarlane, Tom Wachowski, who's the letterer, Eric Larson, right? So some pretty cool names on there. Frank Miller's actually in there. J. Scott Campbell's in there. Jason Sean Alexander did it for a while. Will Sportaccio, Bjorn Behrens, who's done some really awesome covers and did some interiors as well. Jonathan Glapian, who's doing Shirley Johnson right now. Michael Golden's on here, Grant Morrison, Robert Kirkman, Ken Lashley, Scott Snyder, Jerome Pena, Rob Liefeld, Tony Daniel, Clayton Crane, Alan Moore. So some pretty big names. Jim Lee. So cool. Yeah, so 2 versions of this, the retailer for local comic shop day and the creator one. I think that one was like a 1 in 10. We got Spawn 313. This is Bjorn Behrens, Violator. Or not the Violator, but Clown. This is a Capullo and McFarlane cover. This is also 313, I'm pretty sure. And this is Toxic Spawn or something like that. Basically, he's toxic to the touch. I don't think he says much either. Like, there's no talking. Joffrey's in the house. What's up, Joffrey? I was packing up your package today, and I was ready to ship it out. And then I remembered that I think you won twice, and I had only packed up like one winning's worth. So I had to not send the package so I could put some more stuff in it. Right? I feel like a lot of Spawn covers are pretty dope. Like, they're just hard to find bad ones. And I mean, like I said, I'm pretty sure there's some out there, but I don't know. This is 314. I think it's another Bjorn Behrens. This one I know is definitely Bjorn Behrens. This is She Spawn. Bjorn Behrens on the cover. Carlos Barbieri doing the interiors. So right around 300. Spawn going into 300. So from like maybe 290 up. McFarlane was really heavily invested in the book. Got Bjorn and Barbieri and he even got J. Scott Campbell involved, Greg Capullo, just getting these great artists to help put these books and covers together to make them, special, getting up to 300 and then past 300, because there were a lot of people jumping on the book around that time. Just a lot of hype behind the book, variants, 300s were going into cons, right? It was during con season, so the 290s and the 300s, and we're all getting sold at cons. So yeah, a lot of hype behind it. So they did well because it's still carrying, and now there's like 8 different Spawn books out there. Like, so many people jumped on it, they're just blew up. There's just Spawn books everywhere now. So all right, we're done with Spawn for now. I have more, not in this box. So I got this book here. I didn't read the whole series, but it seemed like a pretty good premise. Basically, superhero starts to lose his memory. I guess he gets dementia or something to that effect. So where he's doing stuff and then he forgets what he's doing or why he was there. Stealth, #1. So that's there. What else? This was a good series. I have to finish reading it. I didn't finish it. Chip Zdarsky wrote this one, and it's like a town where people can't die. Very interesting. This is Stillwater. Like, if they wanted you to die, you had to like leave the town to die. Insane. Like, you couldn't die. And a guy from the town like returns. His mom dies. He comes back. Forget why she died. I think it was like she got murdered, actually. But anyway, comes back. So pretty good series. It's Chip Zdarsky. I almost finished it, and then I did not. So here's issue 3, issue 4. I'll grab some more. I did issue 4. It looks like I'm missing issues 5 and 6, but then here's issue 7. Now I know I have issues 5 and 6 because this was in my pull box, and I remember reading this all the way through. And issue 8. All right. What else? Oh, we got some Stray Dog covers here. I met Trish Forstner at Heroes Con. She's sweet, and she sells covers. Like, she does commission covers, and she just has them on the table. She'll do them while she's there. You can buy them. Which one was this? Was this Silence of the Lambs? Let's see. I think this was the Pet Cemetery cover. Oh, I forget which this one was. It looks familiar though. Is this with that killer doll? I forget her name. So those are some Stray Dog covers. I think these were all issue 1s. Nope, second issue. And issue 3. All right, we're almost at the second duck of the evening. But while I load that up, this is from Bad Idea. This is Tankers #1. There used to be a time when it was very hard just to get a book in stores from Bad Idea. Like, some stores didn't have it, and then they did all sorts of giveaways, because everybody loves a giveaway. I mean, I love a giveaway. Like, I'm 100%. And I kind of fell for it a couple of times in New York Comic Con and spent like half my day like doing these scavenger hunts. That's what I'll call them, for lack of something else. But like, go to this location, take a picture, post it to Instagram, come back, or go here, get this thing signed. And then you get some books. And it was cool. Got lots of free books. And honestly, those books, yeah, giveaways are fun. And like some of those books were like big money books, and they were free to get. And I don't really sell my books. I mean, I'm looking to start selling some of my books. As I look at my knee, I fell, scraped it. This was weeks ago. It was like my brother's birthday. Anyway, yeah, I don't really sell them. Now I'm like, I have too many books. I gotta start getting rid of some. Anyway, that's why I'm going through all these books bins too, just so, or short boxes and long boxes, just so I know what's in them. See if there's anything I want to get rid of. Anyway, here we go. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 100. This should be a Kevin Eastman cover. But yeah, City at War. Got the Turtles on there. Looks like you got April, Casey Jones. Yeah, pretty much all the villains. There's the Shredder. I didn't see the Shredder at first. Rocksteady and Bebop are on there. Is Baxter Stockman there? Sure he is. All right. Here's another Turtle book. Sometimes I like this cover and sometimes I don't. I think it's just about the proportions of Raphael. But this was a retailer incentive. I think this was the 1 in 10. So this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 109. Raphael, his feet, his legs, man. This is a Liefeld cover. Jokes. But yeah, no, the feet have too much dimension and shadows for it to be Liefeld. Anyway, yeah, that's 109. I don't have a ton of Turtle books in my collection, but I did read like a couple arcs. And here is a Peach Momoko Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cover with the Shredder. And the Turtles, Master Splinter. So cool cover. I like it. Yeah, giveaways are fun. I like doing giveaways too. Yeah, it's a fun time, guys. Who doesn't love a nice giveaway? All right, it's time to win another duck, guys. Right? That's what I'm saying. And each one of these covers is kind of different, right? Here's Peach. You don't get much of that with the Turtles. Here's more of a contemporary, action-y, really colorized, maybe digitized. And then you got a classic Eastman cover. So Comic Addicts is in the house. What's up, Alex? What's up? What's up? ¿Qué pasa, Comic Familia? Are those covers exclusive? I think 2 of them are. So this is just cover B. The Eastman is just cover B. So I'm not even sure what cover A was, but I saw an Eastman cover. I picked that up. This is a retailer incentive. So this was a ratio, probably 1 in 10. And then this one is a retailer exclusive. So this one probably was only sold by a couple of stores. Let's see. This is a Comic Tom Mill Geek Comics exclusive. I don't like the bags that have the sticky stuff on the flap. I prefer when it's down here. But beggars can't be choosers. But yeah, those are some exclusives. Oh, what's up, Dagger? Yo, what the hell happened to Will? Who's this dude? Will's younger brother. Will's out. Will's out sick. My beard is bigger than yours now. So what happened was, just so you guys know, I did a charity event for sick kids. I had to play Batman, and Batman doesn't have a beard, so I shaved. And I'm doing it one more time this summer, next Saturday at a fair. And so I'm going to have to shave again. So I think tomorrow I'm going to shave this again, because if I don't shave often, I get irritated. My skin is kind of sensitive and gets dry. So I had to moisturize, guys. So, yeah, I'll shave probably again tomorrow, get this down, and then tomorrow's Wednesday, maybe one more time Friday, and then Saturday, whatever shadow's going on, it's close enough. It's close enough. No bet lost. I just had to be Batman, and that's fine with me. Do you know the original Batman had a beard? Nice. I respect that. Well, you got the strong Batman jaw. Let's get a Batman. Where is she? Where is she? Martha. Why'd you say that name? All right, there you go. Where is she? One more time. All right. I actually like this series. It was a slow burn, but when we got to the second volume of this, it was really, really good. This is by Chris Condon, who's doing Ultimate Wolverine right now, which I think is also super. This is a totally different thing, though. This isn't a superhero book, all right? So this is That Texas Blood, #1. Art was also good. Jacob Phillips on that. This was coming out of the pandemic, so they had these "Our Comeback Will Be Bigger" stickers when we were allowed to go back to the comic stores. And here's issue 2. Issue 3. Some cool covers on this book, by the way. Issue 4. Issue 5. I forget how many issues this was. It might have been. This is issue 6. I'm not sure if this was the last issue. I thought it was like an 11 or 12 parter. But that's all I got of this one. So let's go ahead and spin on this. The COVID days classic. Love it. Thank you. Hey man, you gonna play some Madden tonight? You gonna do some Raiders Niners? There is a photo from the early 1900s, I think, of a guy dressed up like Batman with a big, beautiful beard that made me love Batman even more. There you go. Yeah, them COVID days were insane, man. But I wouldn't have met as many people if it weren't for COVID, at least on YouTube. So maybe. You excited, man? Season's almost here. I know some of us are excited. All right, guys, we're gonna pull this. We're gonna pull a duck. What do we got? Who got it? Who gets a duck? Who gets a duck? Up and Atom Comics. All right. All right, guys. So just for those of you who don't know, all of August we'll be pulling ducks every Monday on Monday Night Raw Books, and then come the first Monday of September, we will do a duck race. So the first Monday of September is actually September 1st. We'll do a duck race, and if you win the duck race, you get a prize pack with some comics in it. And I've been putting some other stuff in there too. Could be like a little 8x11 artwork or something to the effect, some stickers. Who knows? Who knows? A poster. You can get a poster. You get like a 16x24 poster or something, or be like that. Or actually, I think I have like a 3x4 poster or something. It's crazy. 3x4 would be weird. That they like an old television screen. 4x3. That's what those were. Here's a Transformers #1 from IDW, A Bold New Era. I forget what volume this was. This was like the 6th volume or something like that. I don't know. I just usually would buy Transformer 1s just to get a idea of what's happening. This, I think, was the 2nd volume of Trees, Warren Ellis, Jason Howard. Trees, #1. And Trees, #2. This is let's see. Let's catch up on the chat. Football season finally here. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. There will be Mondays when I'm doing the show and I will have the game on over here. Yeah, it should be fun. Woohoo! Yes, congratulations, Up and Atom Comics. Raiders, welcome to Raider Nation. Rumbling, stumbling, bumbling. And that's what Dagger meant to put up. Even though I think that is not Up and Adam's Comics link. That is, looks like the link for Dagger to donate or at least share for his ride, bicycle riding for sick children. And that's the right link right there. Need to get that new Madden 26. I've been thinking about it. I haven't bought a Madden game in a couple of years. But now that they got the college back, I want to get both in combo, play the college one and then transfer my character over. Let's go Golden Knights. I know. I went to, I think, 2 Golden Knights games last season. So they keep sending me emails now. And I'm like, dude, I don't live in Vegas. But I like the Knights are probably my number 2 team. Like being from New York, I'm a Ranger fan, but Golden Knights are definitely one of my favorite teams in the league. Maple Leafs. Hopefully they don't crumble like a dried leaf this year. Woo! Raider Dave. Woo! I have Madden on the way. Nice. We get enough people with Madden, maybe do Madden League. YouTube Madden League or something. My bad, I deleted it. It's all good. Just make sure you tag it when it's your, for your stuff, because obviously I want to support that too. All right, this was a weird book, but you had 2 really good writers on it, Snyder and Charles Soule, and Kamen Cooley is actually a really good artist too. Undiscovered Country. Like there's a incident that happens and America goes into a blackout, and then like all these different zones turn into different things. So there's like a technology zone, right? And there's they just all do different things, all the zones. And one's like the Wild West, all sorts of crazy stuff. And it got wild. It got so wild I had to stop reading it so my brain had time to rest. But yeah, Undiscovered Country is a wild ride. I would almost reset the website while I was here. That would have knocked me off. Christina's in the house. What's up, Christina? How's it going? Christina Payne's here. I sold the team signed Golden Knights jersey for $1,000 when I lived in Edmonton. Wow. Nice. That's a nice piece to have, or have had, and then sell it for $1,000. That's nice too. Oh, the Maple Leafs. Toronto. History is pretty cool. They're one of the original teams, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they were. Cool. Definitely. I don't care. Promote. Help me raise $2,000 in my Great Cycle Challenge for sick kids with cancer in honor of my dad. There was a time when Dagger actually had less hair than I do. Now he's got more. Christina's here to bring the pain. Joe facts. Oh, you guys. Yeah, they're part of the OG teams. Nice. All right, here's some more undiscovered country. I might have the biggest undiscovered country collection on YouTube. Basically, all these guys from different countries get access into America to kind of see what's happening, and then it's like they're like, what is going on? Like, time doesn't react the same way it should. There's all sorts of weird technology and bio enhancements. Just weird stuff. Like, these guys hated each other for a few issues, and now it's issue 11, and they're like, I think they were forced to like each other. There's Uncle Sam's everywhere in this thing. Ha! Undiscovered country belongs to Star Trek, damn it. Time flies when you're having fun. Ain't that right? All right. And then we have vinyl number 1. I think this is cover B. Interesting. About a serial killer. If you like those kind of comics. Where are we at? We are almost done with this box. So that's cool. I'll have to pull another one. But this was a good one. This was a good box. I thought this book would be a lot more popular than it was, and it ended up not being popular. Maybe not popular at all. But it was still a fun read. I did not finish reading it, though, so I have to do that. But this is by Al Ewing and Simon DeMeo. We only find them when they're dead. Basically, there's these huge dead beings that they harvest for material. And they float in space. And I have no idea what happens later with them. That's kind of one of the things that would float in space dead. Here's another one. If you look closely at the mouth, you can see it's kind of rotting away. But this was a fun series. The lettering was cool. The artwork was cool. This is one of those pull tabs when you have the comic that has the sticky stuff on the backside. What else do we have here? What issue is this? This issue 3? Yeah, that's issue 2. Apparently, issue 2. Apparently, after that's issue 1. So it restarts. That's issue 1. Issue 1. Nope. I just have a lot of issue 1s. All right, issue 1. I thought I was like on issue 11 or something. Issue 1. Issue 1. I really went in hard on this. Issue 1. Issue 2. I really went ham. Hey man, this came out during the pandemic, and I was buying comics like crazy. Issue 3, again, one of the floaty dead guys. Yeah, or maybe they float like this. Oh, this is a Jeff the Cow cover. I like Jeff the Cow. That's why I got this. Issue 3 again. Cover C. Jeff the Cow. I saw him at Heroes Con, but I forgot to bring my books to have them signed. So I was like, oh man. Let's see. I wish they would bring back Evan Rodriguez. They let him go for nothing a year ago. Right? Ain't that some ish? I prefer Beneath the Trees with nobody. I don't know if it's if you type that in accidentally or not, but if that is purposeful, that is. Did any of you see K-pop Demon Hunters on Netflix yet? I have not. I know you're dying to steal souls. I have not seen it. It looks interesting. I think it's on my watch list. Isn't he with the Florida Panthers? Probably. Panthers are beasts. It's a must-have to watch over and over again. Okay, if you have not seen K-pop Demon Hunters, you are missing out. Love the songs, the animation, and the story. Giving it a solid 10 of 10. It's a must to watch over and over again. Believe it. I had to leave that up just so nobody clipped this to say I was promoting K-pop Demon Hunters. No, I'll probably watch it. My 5-year-old daughter is all over that. Yes, he was with the lease before, though, for a bit. Yep, and then he was not. If it's not a 12, not interested. Dagger, man. Well, he just won the Stanley this year, so I guess you lost a great player. Truth. Yep, wouldn't be the first time it happened because of the money we overpaid the core for. It's hard to keep players when a lot of your money's invested in just a few players. That's what happens with a lot of NFL teams. When a quarterback reaches a certain level, they got to pay them X of millions, tens of millions of dollars a year. And so they lose in other positions because now they can't afford to pay, let's say, like a top tier safety or a top tier defensive player, defensive end, or, you know, offensive line. They gotta chintz out on the offensive line. And so when the quarterback starts making that QB1 money, it gets hard to keep the whole team, to keep a team cohesive that's, you know, tier 1 players from sideline to sideline. Clip it quick. Yeah. Joe messing with you. Yeah, it's hard with the cap. It is. And they got a hard cap. All right. This is House of X. This was fun. I don't know if anybody read this. It was interesting. Interesting series. House of X. But it led to the Krakoan era. So that was cool. This is a interesting book. This is, I think it's the B cover or some other type of cover. But this is Talon Zero. It's not the A cover. I know that much. Part of the New 52. Scott Snyder, Tynan, and Gilliam March. Right? Gilliam March. And then what do we got here? Oh, who remembers Civil War 2? Issue 1. Not the worst Civil War comic. Well, Civil War 1 was definitely a lot better, but not the best. Civil War comic. All right, guys. Luckily today, I'm wearing pants, so I am out of books from that box. So we're just gonna go grab another short box. It's too much stuff that way, so I'm gonna go that way. I said short box, but I lied. It was only long boxes over there. Jeez. Jeepers creepers. Let's see what happened. Yeah, it's either that or let them go and never let go of good players because you want to be cheap. That's what's wrong with the Raiders, in my opinion. They cheap. They got that stadium. They got that new stadium. Yeah, pants, man. Overrated, though. Pants? Seriously, overrated. Like, I only put on pants for special events. If it ain't a special event, I'm not wearing pants. Unless it's going to get me arrested. Then I'm probably wearing pants. All right, what do we got here? Interesting. We got Paper Girls number 30. This was probably the last issue of Paper Girls. So issue 30 there. What do we got here? We got Pearl number 10. Have no idea why I have number 10 and not 1 through 9. Part of the Jinx world. Yeah. I think when I went to a game, I got decent prices, but I had to buy them on like StubHub. I was thinking about going to the Raiders Giants game, but that's just in a bad time of the year. It's like between Christmas and New Year's or something. I think it's the Christmas game or something like that. I forget. But it was just like bad timing. So I was like, oh man, that sucks. But is what it is. Guys, this was a fun read. If you can find it on I guess in trades would be the best, and you can find it on Amazon. I would recommend reading Peter Panzerfaust. At one point, it was supposed to be an animated show, and they got pretty far with production. I'm not even sure if it exists because they may have actually started production on it. But at one point, this was probably like a $50 book, Peter Panzerfaust number 1. Today, probably not. I'm actually interested to check and see what it is, but I'll do that later. But yeah, issue 2. This is the second printing of issue 2. Issue 3. And basically what it did was it took the Peter Pan and the Lost Boys, hence Peter Panzerfaust. And this is Wendy in the show. But it put them into World War II as a rebel force, I guess, fighting Nazis. So, are they apple bottom jeans? I don't know if I ever told you, guys, my first time, not first time, I went to go visit some friends in Florida, and it was my first time babysitting their kid. Not babysitting. Basically, what happened was, I guess we needed to get something to eat that day. So my friend Dominic went to work. Kara was there. She said, hey, do you want to watch Aiden? And I was there with my friend Steve. And she goes, hey, can you watch Aiden? I'll run to the store real quick, come back. We're just missing one ingredient, whatever. So I was like, yeah, sure. No problem. So the kid's all like, and then as soon as mom steps through the door, like crying, screaming, bloody murder. And we're like, oh, damn. So I turned to my buddy Steve and I'm like, oh no, what are we going to do? And I'm like, and the kid was in one of those like bouncy chairs. And I'm like, kids like music. They like dancing. So I was like, follow my lead, Steve. And I was like, and I don't know why, but apple bottom jeans was the only thing I could think of, and like just the hook. So I was like, shorty had them apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur, with the fur. The whole club was looking at her. And Aiden's like, so yeah, we just kept going with it. And I was like, shorty had them apple bottom jeans. And Steve would be like, jeans, boots with the fur, with the fur. The whole club was looking at her. She hit the floor. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shorty got low, 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 low. And yeah. So, guys, anytime you babysit and kid starts crying, apple bottom jeans. Just do the hook over and over again. Get a friend to join you. Switch off on the lyrics. Have them do the callbacks. You're all good. So, yeah. I'm thinking of going the Gemini route and just buying omnibuses. Gem Mint, not Gemini. Gem Mint route. Yeah, he's got so many omnibuses. I mean, when you think about it, they're expensive, but they're not. Because you're getting like an entire series, like a volume. You're not even getting, like just the storyline. You're getting like the entire collection. So when you put it that way, I did snack it at him. I just kept giving him goldfish and Pringles. No. Naman's here. What's up, Naman? Loyal Wolf in his house. How you doing, Naman? I'm glad to see you. You stopped by. Oh, and Trev's here too. Trev, the shipping guru's in the house. What's up, Trev? How you doing, my man? How you doing? Appreciate you guys stopping by. All right, here's a few more books. I didn't read this, but I should. This is exclusive, by the way. There's only 800 copies of this, but this is Plot Holes #1. Was this Sean Gordon Murphy did this? So it's like a Calvin and Hobbes-esque story. I didn't pay $3 for this. I'm pretty sure I didn't anyway. But this is Powers, Brian Michael Bendis. I heard this is actually coming back to TV. This was on the Sony Network television channel for a little bit. They did it. It was interesting. You could tell it was kind of low budget, but the acting was good. The writing was good. So this was fun and weird. Preacher. I don't know if you guys ever watched that, but that was on AMC. That was a fun series. I think they gave these away at New York Comic Con, and so I went 4 days, and each day I got another one. So I think that's why I have 4. Yeah. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's why I have so many of those. What else? Predator Cold War #1. Pretty cool. What else? Pretty Deadly #1. Sue DeConnick wrote this one. But not sure. All right, let's catch up on the chat. Yes, the Worm. Check out the Worm. Everybody's saying, what's up to everybody? I know. That's why I was laughing so much. I was like, I totally know what he's saying. And yeah, man. No, but I know what you mean. I like Powers, right? It was interesting. It was interesting. Papa, don't preach. That had Jamie Foxx, right? Maybe not. No, Powers didn't have Jamie Foxx. I don't think it did. It was so low budget. I'm pretty sure it didn't have Jamie Foxx. It was on the Sony television network. Never mind. Wrong show. If you like Jeff Lemire or Andrea Sorrentino's art, Primordial may have been a thing you want to check out. Jeff Lemire does some wacky stuff. Probably why they put him on Moon Knight. Let's see. All right, a couple more books. We'll draw for a duck, and then we'll call it an evening, guys. He just wanted to Hulk out. Everybody gets to Hulk out, bro. Too much information. Project Power. Yes, that was also good. Primordial. Here's the puppy cover. Primordial. Here's the monkey cover. It's another cover. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Proctor Valley Road. I have a ton of these number ones. Like I picked up all the number ones. A lot of these I picked up in the dollar bin or 50-cent bin. This one I'm pretty sure I paid $8 plus 20% off. This was the 1 in 10 cover. I could have just waited till it went in the dollar bin somewhere. Here's another. Hey man, if this ever pops off, my Grant Morrison, I'm rich. It's Proctor Valley Road 2. Like I got a lot of these covers, but like I said, I remember getting these. These were in 50-cent bin and dollar bins. So I just like the artwork on the covers, so I picked them up. Issue 4 and issue 5 of Proctor Valley Road. Watermelon and honey hits different. Grubbing on some. I like a nice cold piece of watermelon. So I'm imagining if you have a cold piece of watermelon and get some honey on that. Because right, the watermelon's usually not like super sweet, but it can be a little sweet. But I feel like honey adds like a whole different dimension. Yeah, it was interesting, right? Because it's they send a monkey into space and a dog into space, and I don't know, some interstellar stuff happens, and it's been a while since I read it, but it's pretty out there, pretty crazy. All right, we'll do a couple more books and then call it a night. This then appears to be a whole bunch of random books, mostly indies, though, because here's some Power Ranger book. This is Power Rangers number 13. This is the 1 in 15. It's also the one and only Power Ranger book I have at this moment. The colors are dope. Yeah, the colors on Primordial. It is cold, actually. Yes, I love cold watermelon. Give me that cold watermelon. All right. What else? This was a fun read, guys, from Valiant. Again, this is something if you find in trade for cheap, I would definitely check it out. Quantum and Woody. It's like one of those buddy things, like buddy comedy superhero books. Think like Blue Beetle and what's Blue Beetle's, the guy who Blue Beetle usually teams up with? Blue Beetle and I don't know why I'm blanking right now. But we have the internet. And Booster Gold. Yes, Booster Gold. It's like Blue Beetle and Booster Gold, Quantum and Woody. but it's out of Valiant. That looks like the Fantastic Four robot. No, it's a goat. No, I'm kidding. This guy? That looks like Herbie. All right. Halloween Comic Fest, guys. So don't forget, during Halloween, they do Comic Fest. So Halloween Comic Fest. So a lot of stores that do, free comic book day also do Halloween Fest. Bumblebee Tuna, Booster Gold. With a dad that is a goat. There you go. Yeah, was it Kirby? No. They are insects, beetle, and a bug. Looks like Johnny Cage and Deadpool. Oh man, we're just riffing. Like a knockoff version. Temu. The Temu version. We got some Radiant Black, #1. I think this is like a $10 book. Radiant Black's come a long way. Kyle Higgins. I think at one point that book was probably a little bit more than that, but it's probably come down. Scout Comics. I don't know if Scout ever. I mean, I think Scout still makes books, but they were hot for like a minute, and I don't think they're that hot anymore. But this is an exclusive. Ranger Stranger. I think this is a Comic Tom exclusive. Here we go. Some more 50-cent goodness. Razor and She special. So this is out of London Night Studios. It says for mature readers, but there really isn't anything super graphic in there. I mean, they it's a lot of action, gore, people getting cut by swords, and then scantily clad women, but they're not like nude or anything. This is Razor Blades. James Tynion did his own like horror book anthology series, the horror magazine on the internet. And so I got those. I almost missed the last issue when I moved. The package, I guess, didn't get my change of address, so the package ended up going to my old house. And then I showed up, and like I could clearly see the person in the window. And when I like rang the bell, they like peeked out the window. And then when I looked at them, they like closed the shades, and then they were like hiding in there. And I'm like, "Hello, you have my package." And so I had their number, so I called them, and I was like, "Hey, can I just have my package? I know you're home." And so yeah, they gave me the my package back. But man, I was like, I know you're home. Razors, I don't like it one. Yeah, this was actually a pretty cool series. They actually sold it in stores after they released it online, but the ones you got in the mail, if you mail ordered it, they had a hologram cover, and then in stores there was no they weren't holographic. This is from 2 days ago, so I have some stubble. So you're probably just seeing the shadow, the outline of my former beard. Just for those of you who tuned in later, I shaved fully. First time I shaved was kind of like to support Dagger. This time was I played Batman for some sick children. And so Batman, I was in Batman earlier, Batman doesn't have a beard. So I completely shaved. So I wouldn't be like bearded Batman. Batman. That would have been a great video. Right? Yeah, that would have went in there with Batarangs blazing. Reborn. This was Greg Capullo and Mark Miller on Reborn. And then you got Jonathan Glapian and FCO Plancia, who was on that Spawn cover way, way earlier that I showed a long time ago. One more time. Let's hear it. Where is she? Where is she? Where's Rachel? Martha, why'd you say that name? Here's Reborn issue 4. Yes. I just checked my totals tonight, and I have raised over 3K on 2 years. On August 13th, we are having another Match Your Donation Day. Okay, cool. Good to know. Guys, check out Dagger. Swear to me. Check out Dagger and if you can help and donate, also maybe wait to the 13th if you can help out, because you'll get that match. But yeah, and if you can't, help Dagger share and raise awareness. Yes, let's go. Thank you, Elliot. Anytime, buddy. All right, let's finish off these books in my hand, and then we're going to get out of here. We have Reborn issue number 5, Mark Miller and Greg Capullo, Jonathan Glapian. This is regarding the matters of Oswald Body. This is issue number 1. This is like the local comic shop day book. I used to get all those books when they came out. Not all of them, but the ones I can get my hands on. Basically, this follows a group of guys and the conspiracy behind the JFK murders. And I guess it's kind of a conspiracy book in that way. Again, I used to buy a lot of covers on during the pandemic. So it's an interesting story, and we get to see Oswald in this one. So here's issue 3. I read the whole thing. Oswald still dies. And then we'll end off with, this is oldie but a goodie. This is Richie Rich number 9. This is a 25 center. And the Clown Prince of Showbiz, Jackie Jokers. So this is from Harvey Comics. So a little older, little oldie, little something to end on that may or may not be recognizable by some of you guys out there. Let's catch up on the chat. Very cool black and white cover. Yeah, the matters regarding Oswald's body were pretty dope. No, I haven't watched it yet. Totally should watch Reborn. It's on there. Should do it. Thanks for ruining the ending, Will. I'm just saying, that ending's been around for a while. Oldies but goodies. That's true. All right, let's put this up here. Pants are overrated. That's the last hashtag of the night. Go ahead and put that in if you want to win a duck. In September 1st, we will spin that duck, and whoever wins will get a comic prize pack. In the meantime, I guess I should show more books while you guys put that in. I should have put that up and continue showing books, but we'll give you guys another couple of minutes to put those in. I don't know if anything's going to beat Richie Rich, but here we go. This is a Adam Hughes cover. The Ride, number 1. Adam Hughes was big for a minute. I mean, he's still big. That's probably why I got this one. A lot of indie books came out especially during the pandemic. This is A Righteous Thirst for Vengeance, issue 1. Here's another issue 1. These are the 1 in 10s. Here's another issue 1. Here's a second printing. The thing was, they were all done by, this is Rick Remender, but I don't remember who did the covers, but they were all done by like really cool artists. So I think I just have to go online and figure out who did what cover. Roads of Bone. I only bought issue 1 of this. This had something to do, I think, with World War II. So, good old war book. So we'll check that out. Oh, another Righteous Thirst for Vengeance snuck in there. This is the second printing. Where we at with the all right, so about half of you guys have signed up to spin the wheel. If you don't want to spin the wheel, that's all good, but I'll give you guys another couple of minutes to get in there. Nice. Sassy cover, right? There's some sassy covers out there. Be sure to put it in twice because it wasn't collecting earlier. Pants are overrated. Pants are overrated. Love indie books. Yeah. Is that your excuse all the time, Joe? Damn. Damn, dog.
Roadhouse.
All right. Too long, especially when my eyes watering. Yeah, I don't. Your fingers are just a little bit off on the keyboard on that one. Yeah, I wouldn't normally make it that long, but pants are overrated. Here's Rock and Roll Comics number 1, Guns N' Roses. I mean, it's pretty beat up, but still a pretty cool cover, especially if you like Guns N' Roses. So, what else do we got? This, I believe, yeah, this was like a volume 2 or something of this comic, Cullen Bunn. Not even a great cover, but it was the pre-order variant, so I pre-ordered it. Roku number 1. It seemed like a fun read, but I had too much stuff to read, so we didn't get too far with that. All right, we're still at the same amount of entries, so maybe another minute, and then I'm going to spin it. Here's ROM, IDW, issue 0. All right. Greg Pak, Ronin Island. Saga. This is a 25-cent issue by Fiona Staples and Brian K. Vaughan. Chapter 43 for only 25 cents. Occasionally they'll do that to get people back in. Who remembers this guy? The Savage Dragon number 1. Intense action from Eric Larson. This like really brings me back. Savage Dragon 2. Enter Super Patriot. And then here's Savage Dragon number 3. All right. The number went up 1, so we're good. Sea of Stars number 1. Jason Aaron did this one. All right. So let's go ahead and spin this, and then we're gonna get out of here. All right. Ready? And here we go. Joffrey. Welcome back to the party, Joffrey. All right. Joffrey gets his first duck of this month. Joffrey was last month's winner. What? 25 cents? No way, bro. I can't even get 50 cent books out here anymore. I've been hitting the swap meets. Yeah, the swap meets were cool. Yeah, and it's I mean, I don't think they're gonna do 25-cent books anytime soon, but yeah, they used to do that. 10-cent books, 25-cent books, just to get people back on a series or to get them interested in a series. Now maybe $1. They'll do, a lot of the indies will do $1 book, but no more 25-cent books. But all right, guys, I think we're gonna call it a night. It's been fun. I've had a really good time. If I did stall for another 3 minutes, we'd be at 1 hour and a half, 90 minutes. But I don't need to do that. But what we do need to do before I go, dance party. You know what? Why am I when I got my own? I don't like that one. There we go. All right, that will not do way too long. All right, Naman, have a great night, buddy. Hope that watery eye gets better. Yeah, I look forward to seeing you soon, or at least seeing one of your streams. Raid, go. Now you look different. All right, comic fans. That was Monday Night Raw Books with the Ducks. Remember, if you want a duck, tune in September 1st. Win your prize package. Come back between now and then on Monday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern, to try to win some more ducks. Increase your chances on the duck race. Look out for tomorrow's video, which will be the new Comic Book Day preview video. Wednesday will be live with Electronic Squirt Gun, Aaron, and we'll be doing simulcast this week. So he set up the stream. He'll be in control of the camera angles. But yeah, it'll be broadcasting to both our channels. And that's new Comic Book Day live with news. And then Thursday, we're probably going to drop Thursday. No, Thursday will just be a short. I want to have you guys 4 days in a row tuning in. Friday, though, will probably be my new Comic Book Day haul, plus review of the books I read for the week, the new comics that came out on Wednesday. And Saturday, we'll probably drop my San Diego Comic-Con pickups, my exclusives from San Diego Comic-Con. That's it, guys. That's all we got. We're getting out of here. Strike a pose. There's nothing to it. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Everybody have a great night. See you later. Dagger, keep it. Everybody who's here, have a great night. Joe, thank you for tuning in. Alex, always a pleasure. Let's go Raiders. Joffrey, congratulations on another win. And everybody else who is here. Christina Payne, Kirby, Joffrey. Let's see, scroll up. Who else was here? Up in Adam Comics is here today. Trev the Shipping Guru was here. So thank you everybody for tuning in, coming through. Canadian Survivalist, right, was also here earlier today. Snuck right in. Sneaky. And Cap Collectibles was here. And then we had a bunch of guys from 22 channel stop by and say what's up earlier too. Richard Westfall was here, and the Taku. All right, guys, have a great night. I said I was going like 5 minutes ago, but we're still here. Peace out. Peach out. It was Mario. Raiders. All right, we're out here, guys. Deuces. Peace. We're out. Cheers.